Welcome to The Wrap. I'm Caroline Woods, here to take you through today's market action. Markets rallied in a midweek rebound. The Nasdaq gained 3% by the closing bell. The S&P 500 added 1.6%. The Russell, meanwhile, gained 0.5%, and the Dow Jones 0.25%. Taking a look at the leading and lagging sectors on the day, tech stocks staged a huge comeback, adding almost 4% at the close. Consumer discretionary also saw significant growth, adding 1.8%. Communications gained 1.3%. There were no significant sector losses. The biggest laggard was healthcare, which fell less than 0.5%. Turning to some of the day's biggest stories, the Federal Open Market Committee left rates unchanged at its latest policy meeting. Fed Chair Jerome Powell said there's more confidence that inflation is moving toward 2%, but risks remain somewhat elevated. If data does continue to decline, he said a reduction in the policy rate could be on the table as soon as the next meeting in September. Meta is higher after a big earnings beat and raised its guidance for the next quarter up to $2 billion above estimates. CEO Mark Zuckerberg said Meta's AI assistant is on track to becoming the most used in the world by the end of the year. Daily active users for the company are up 7% to over 3.2 billion people. Ad impressions and price per ad each up 10% year over year. Qualcomm also higher after earnings report, beating on both the top and bottom line, also boosted its guidance. The largest gains were seen in its automotive business, which grew by 87% year over year. Handsets grew by 12%. The company also announced a new Snapdragon X series for PCs, the latest AI initiative from Qualcomm. Huge day for big tech on the earnings slate tomorrow. Apple, Amazon, and Intel report after the closing bell. We'll also hear from Toyota, ConocoPhillips, and Moderna before the market opens. As for economic data, jobless claims, ISM manufacturing, and construction spending are all on deck. That'll do it for The Wrap. I'm Caroline Woods. Remember to tune in 24/7 to schwabnetwork.com.